Hello, anyone who might join on this April 16th, 4:21 p.m. My name is Christopher Wood. I hope you're seeing this. Blair Hardy, Bill Woldridge, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, Dale Hartwick, Tony Hearns, Raymond LeBeau, Samantha Hope Mills, Jessica Wanamaker, and the rest of you that are involved in crimes against me. I hope you're watching this along with Chris Brett and Rob Hanna. I'm Christopher Wood. I am a 6-year revenge retaliation, full physical identity theft, brain injury, body mutilation, kidnap, sex assault, slave traffic, total full physical identity theft victim, extortion, lies, time buying, cover ups, arrest refusals, false arrests, kidnapping, blood and piss forcing, medical file falsifications, discrimination, treatment refusals, blacklisting, organized trafficking, sex slavery trafficking, tortures, identity thefts, frauds, attempted murders, and murders, including even animals. Ontario Provincial Police, ex-chief or commander, year 2019, drove a white Jeep Wrangler. He's guilty of first-degree attempted murder with intent to commit. Staff Sergeant, years 2019-2021, kidnapping, sodomy, sex assault. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss, Constable Ward. Stacy, a mental health worker, Kingston AMHS, Shelley Huffner. Spencer Mills, 14716, Robert Keane, 7224, all Ontario Provincial Police and mental health workers. Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, who were criminally negligent involved in O.p.p. crime for themselves, covering up with criminal negligence for themselves, O.p.p. and others. File falsifier, the one that gets people medically blacklisted to assure crimes in Napanee, Dr. Tatiana Vakadinovic. She is the girlfriend to Stacy, Kingston AMHS, and she is guilty of first-degree attempted murder with intent to commit. Dr. Martin, Dr. Hadley, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, and Dr. McGregor, Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, along with ex-CEO Cubby Duck and patient relations. Those in Napanee that are guilty of first-degree murder and attempted murder with and for O.p.p. Raymond LeBeau, he's guilty of criminal stalking, drug trafficking, torture crimes on me, and he is guilty of attempted murder and killing my dog March 24, 2023. Napanee, Ontario, behind Mamma Mia's Pizzeria shop on Dundas Street. Blair Hardy-Cain again, meth trafficker, guilty of identity theft, brain injuring, torture, stalking, rapes, identity thefts, frauds, bank frauds, insurance frauds, welfare, disability frauds, and possible multiple homicides. He is one of the head guys that owns O.p.p. in Napanee, and he is the one that gives orders with the cops. He is guilty of also killing my mother in 2020 with another name, Bill Woldridge, who has many alias names: Bill Woldridge, Bill Coolidge, Bill Delarosable, James Bubbles, Stephen Mavis, Robert Cross. And they are both guilty of first-degree murder on my mother in 2020. This is a picture of the guy who also is calling himself Hells Angels Ontario chapter captain. He is allegedly associated to serial killer Russell Williams as well, and he is a copycat. He used to stalk children for the ex-O.p.p. chief or commander in 2019 that had me shot for sex slavery trafficking. He is approximately 65 to 70 years old, now bald glasses, lives at 149 Center Street North. And he is also guilty of stalking my mother. He thinks that he and I were switched at birth, believes that he is my dad, was stalking my mother, calling my mother mom, and he is guilty of causing her death, killing her with intent, December 20th, 2020. Tony Anthony Axel Rose Hearns, guilty of first-degree identity theft, torture crimes, and attempted murder. I have pictures where I look like him, including the same cockeye he has. Dale Hartwick, he's guilty of first-degree attempted murder. He is guilty of first-degree murder with intent to commit homicide for drop charges for O.p.p. He may now have a shaved goatee or a full beard. He is also guilty of a possible murder in Winnipeg, Manitoba in the 80s. Tyler Teabag Lake, he is guilty of torturing and killing my dog. He is guilty of attempted murder on me. He is Robert K. number 1 fall down rat informant. He was actually caught performing oral sex on one O.p.p. cop, Robert Cain, in 2021 on the corner of John Street in front of Town Hall in Napanee. And when he was seen doing it, he then threatened to stab me for it. So yes, he was performing oral sex on fucking O.p.p. cop Robert Cain right on John Street in front of the fucking town hall, and he was driving a truck. Jason Gimpy Two-Step Van Alstyne sells laced fentanyl. He is guilty of identity theft, torture crimes, and multiple homicides between Napanee and Kingston, possibly guilty of a murder in 2021, and he's guilty of attempted murder on me with intent to commit identity, disability, and insurance fraud. Serious crackhead fentanyl dealer for O.p.p. Robert Cain and cops in Kingston, Ontario. There is also a reserve cop in Tyendinaga who was criminally involved with his brother. They are brats. They are human traffickers, sex slave traffickers. They're guilty of torture crimes, brain injury me, criminal stalking, using CEW on me, stingray, guilty of brain injury me, and attempted murder, slander, lies, and more. Ontario Provincial Police and Tyendinaga cop and his brother are human trafficking, slave trafficking, torture crimes, and murders. There is also another guy named Robert Hanna from Kingston, Ontario. He is an ex-Millhaven inmate, sex offender, and he is guilty of hacking into my computer. He has a total fucking internet ban because he is a sex offender. He's guilty of hacking into my computer, cloning my phone, and using it to get online. Here is another one. He is a child abuser. He is very seriously dangerous. He is guilty of torture crimes and attempted murder on me. He goes to my mother's son and smokes crack. I have been physically deformed, fully and completely changed my identity, and I'm also the end of my bloodline as well. There is another guy. His name is Harry Hartwick. He is the uncle to Dale Hartwick. He is guilty of brain injuring me. He is guilty of skull splitting me. He is guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. He is also guilty of very serious abuse crimes on me as a child in Winnipeg, Manitoba, even stripping me down and putting tuck tape on my testicles and making me stand in a corner for 4 hours while he beat the shit out of my mother and my older brother at the time because I would not eat a pickled onion. And now he is guilty. He is 85 years old, and he is now guilty of attempted murder on me and brain injuring me, skull splitting me, and deforming me, regardless of his age. And I can and have proven how it is being done to me. This is him here. He goes between Ontario, down east. He pretty well travels across the country. He goes between Ontario, down east to New Brunswick, that area between near Winnipeg and British Columbia. Each and every one of these pieces of shit need to be arrested before I am completely and totally changed, before I am completely and totally brain dead, and before I am completely and totally fucked. O.p.p. or human trafficking, false arresting victims to get pictures, prints, signatures, and everything else needed for forgeries, framings, and frauds, while they're committing identity thefts, having their victims medically blacklisted, lies about suicidal self-harmers, lies about drugs. So when they're torturing and murdering and committing full physical identity theft, using known wanted inmates, sex offenders who are drug traffickers, drug addicts, they are using those narratives to commit murder and having it covered up as being suicide or drugs, and it is homicide 100%. Lennox and Huntington County General Hospital may be involved in falsifying O.p.p. murders to help them, aid them, and get away with them. Christopher Wood doing a post for Facebook. I just wanted to say that I'm under remote narrow monitoring for my tag gang staff here at 34 Street. Back in August of 2019, ex-O.p.p. chief or commander, before he left Napanee on the corner of Bridge and Center Street, he had me shot by something, and all of this began on me. These are O.p.p. gang stalkers, and each and every one of them are guilty of murder and attempted murder with and for the police. The justice of the peace is also involved with crimes too. It is very seriously organized. Poor, homeless, elderly, disabled. Your lives are in danger, and your lives mean fucking nothing. You are a commodity. Ontario Provincial Police, you are guilty of first-degree premeditated attempted murder. You are guilty of first-degree identity theft. You are guilty of torture crimes. You are guilty of slave trafficking. You are guilty of having me medically blacklisted. The lies, the time buying, the cover-ups, arrest refusals, the $22,000 extortion, revenge retaliation on me for speaking O.p.p. crimes, lies about me having long criminal record and history that I do not have. Never was charged or any association to police or anyone else prior to 2019 when crimes on me began by the bastards. Lies about long psychological record and history I do not have in any way, shape, or form. So congratulations, you lying pieces of shit, one way or another, each and every one of you involved. I am going to bring lawsuits because nobody can be arrested. Damage is done. I done a video last night, as a matter of fact, and I look 100% different than what I did from even 12 to 24 hours ago. This is how much changing I've had done to my fucking face in the last 12 hours. My skull has been completely and totally split. My brain has been seriously injured. The whole right side of my head goes completely and totally numb, and right now it is filled up with piss. I have piss going through my fucking skull. My stomach, when I eat, goes to the right side of my body, not my left. I am being mutilated, and I am being seriously fucking decayed. I am being completely and totally deformed, 100% identity theft, and there's not a thing I can do about it. So you assured everything, O.p.p. Congratulations. And by the way, anybody has any crimes against them from the police, don't even bother trying to go through LICA, because it will do no good. Before that, it was OIPRD. Now it is LICA, which is the Law Enforcement Complaints Agency. That is a waste of time. They are cops. It is just an agency where you have cops charged. They investigate their own crimes. It will do no good to have any police charged within Ontario anymore, because they'll just investigate themselves and they'll find no wrong in doing, and they'll get away with it. I have absolutely no fucking feeling in my head. This whole side of my face is gone. And by the way, hello to the one that's watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. Sorry I haven't been more responsive. I've been just going on my little rant because I am totally, completely numb, and it's almost like I am on autopilot right now. Luckily, there's not a hospital that I can go to get help because this shit that's been done to me, it could be very well medically proven. I just don't have the money to go to a hospital down east or to Manitoba or Quebec because I am medically blacklisted in the province of Ontario now, thanks to my fucking file being falsified by a very serious criminal doctor. Hello. It was good to see you again. Thanks for tuning in. I had a feeling it was you. How are you today? The Ticonderoga cop that's involved with the torture crimes and everything else, the criminal stalking, the human trafficking, the native tribal cop that's involved with him and his brother. This is his picture right there. He is a very serious crackhead and he is a gang stalker. Look what the fuck. He also walks around wearing saran wrap on his fucking head. And because I cannot get any arrest, I am actually going to start the process by the end of this week of filing lawsuits against police. I'm filing lawsuits. I've had enough. I am not going to lose my full identity. I am not going to be completely brain injured, and I am not going to be completely mutilated and fucking changed to benefit criminal fucking homosexual police, very seriously dangerous doctors, and their drug-fed, money-paid, sex-offending, registered fucking pedophile garbage that they have working with them for them, feeding them free fucking drugs and giving them full immunity to be gang stalking, torturing, murdering pieces of shit lowlifes for them. While they play Pontius Pilate and claim deniability, meanwhile they're 100% behind these fucking junkies. %, Leslie. I've even went to Ontario provincial police to try to get arrests done. And this is me going there just to show you how much identity changes I've been through to prove 100%. I go to O.p.p to try to get arresting charges on people, and I start going through identity theft after being fucking shot by the ex-chief or commander. I look nothing like this. Yeah. I'm heading in towards O.p.p to see about getting Spencer Miller's wife, William Wooldridge, arrested and charged today, stalking, injuring, or torturing. You should. If you're going through some shit and it's being done to you by by police or whoever it's being done to, then yes, file lawsuits. And the other part of that video is me actually at O.p.p. and being surrounded by the fucking cops with hands on guns because of me there to get paperwork to file fucking charges for murder. Once again, I look absolutely nothing like this in any way, shape, or form. So if anybody thinks that they cannot physically go through identity theft, I am 100% proof that they can, and it has happened to me. And this is how O.p.p. are trafficking victims, framing victims, and they're fucking murdering their victims after they are casting their lies against them to have it covered up. And I will not be proven wrong because they have to prove nothing. Legal fucking tortures even have an elderly stalked and killed for their benefit because they're very seriously dangerous people. I now have a tube that comes up in my throat too that I never had previously to anything, and this is where I get the piss and shit going through me. It goes from my groin to my right nipple up through my throat to the back of my head. It bulges out all the time, and I get liquid going through me. I get piss going through my body. I get shit going through my body. And this is where it goes up to the back of my head. And that is not normal. I don't give a shit. That is not normal. So they've done everything to stop me from getting help in every way, shape, or form. My medical rights, my legal rights, my human rights have been taken from me. 6 fucking years of retaliation, and I have to fucking be physically changed to look like an O.p.p. piece of fucking shit garbage who is one of their accomplices. Good job, you low-life pieces of shit garbage. I am not being demonically possessed by anybody. What is being done to me is 100% through fucking technology is what is happening. No, it has nothing to do with anything like that. I am not possessed by anything or by anyone, any kind of demons or nothing like that. This is 100% totally different. One of the people involved, Tyler Lake, when I was doing a live broadcast actually here on YouTube, he came on, him and another guy, and they were actually posing. Tyler Lake was in this guy that's posing as an O.p.p. cop. We're playing out a little game of torture and kidnapping. And it's Noah Linlau, where he's the one stating that he is an O.p.p. cop. The other guy has nothing to do with this. That Liam SB, he has nothing to do with this. It's that Noah Linlau, where he is stating he is an O.p.p. cop. So they are also going around faking fucking tortures and kidnappings and them saying that they are O.p.p. cops and everything else and putting it in print right online. Some of the 100% they are. God is very much real, and so are demons. Yes, they are. But at the same time, this has nothing to do with that. I am not possessed by any demons. Some of the skull deforming that's been done to me. No surgeries either. My head has been even completely and totally flattened and then completely rounded out normal again. Me also. Once again, if anybody thinks no one can be physically fucking change their identity, I can and have proven it does and can happen. It's been done to me. While I have been kept from help in every way, shape, and form. Once again, this is how fucking cops are assuring the crimes that they are committing against their victims. And the reason this is all happening to me is 100% retaliation because of me speaking of their crimes that were taking place here in Napanee, Ontario. The human trafficking and homeless exploitation for monetary gain and possible money laundering through a place called The Mission in Napanee. And as a result, back in August of 2019, I had a visit from Ontario provincial police cop Spencer Mills and a guy from mental health. They showed up to basically let me know, to threaten me, intimidate me, to let me know if I did not stop talking about what was taking place, there would be serious consequences. It was shortly after that, in August of 2019, I was shot by ex-O.p.p chief or commander before he left Napanee that drove the white Jeep Wrangler, and it happened on the corner intersection of Bridge and Center Street in Napanee, Ontario. And it was actually about 3 p.m., between 2:30 and 3 p.m. on that fucking day that it happened. And then being criminally stalked and being blamed for crimes that are taking place against me through the fucking cops, being blamed and falsely charged for the crimes taking place on me through the hospital to help fucking cover this up, to help keep me medically blacklisted, and for them to try to discredit me, for them to try to get away with what they are guilty of. I'm sorry that little comment there scared you off, Leslie, if you see this again, but no, it has nothing to do with demons attacking me in any way, shape, or form. I am very well aware how and what is being done to me. Okay, I am going to get off here. Thanks for tuning in, Leslie, and anybody else that might have. My name is Christopher Wood. Congratulations to Ontario Provincial Police. Congratulations, Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, Harry Hartwick, Dale Hartwick, Tony Hearns, Bill Waldridge or Robert Cross, Blair Hardy-Cain, Jason Alstein, Tyler Lake, Raymond LeBleau, and Bert Hustler, and Robert Barry of Napanee, Ontario. I hope you're happy with what you've done to me. You're guilty of ending the Wood bloodline by this. You're already guilty of murdering my mother and killing my dogs. Time's been fucking bought, and you're lucky I can't get medical help. Please share this because my life, my identity, and my bloodline are on the line. And the longer this goes on, the more I'm going to be changed and the more mentally I am going to be screwed up, and they will completely get away with it. And I'm going to disappear. And I say that without any kind of paranoia. Never speak O.p.p. crimes, people. Your life and your bloodline will be ended.